welcome to my channel. I'm back after a period of extreme renovations at home. I couldn't film. The house was just wrapped in nylon. Everything was wrapped in nylon. I think I was wrapped in nylon at that point. Now it's a little bit better. It's almost back to normal. The renovation is mostly from the outside rather than on the inside. So I can film again and I can exist normally again, and I can have my things out again and talk about them. So without any further ado, let's talk about what today's video is about. I decided to talk about my top 10 purchases, fashion purchases of 2021. Initially when 2021 started, I really wanted to explore some kind of a methodical minimalism. But then a really rough patch went by, and it's still kind of going by, and I felt like all of my personal goals were kind of meaningless because the world was in shambles, is in shambles, will always be, and I felt like, what did any of my goals mean really when the world needs a lot more than a person going minimalistic for a year. So I lost control of myself and I lost control of my goals. I lost interest in my goals and I purchased a lot more than I had anticipated. But anyway, I want to talk about my top 10 fashion pieces of the past year. I actually have 13 items. I'm calling 2 of them honorable mentions and the last 11 are my top 10 because it's my channel and I make the rules, and if I say so, then it is gonna happen. So without any further ado, let's start off with jewelry. I have 2 pieces of jewelry that I really want to talk about. I don't really remember buying a lot more than that, to be honest, but these are the 2 that really stood out to me. The first one being the bracelet that is by far my most worn bracelet of the past year, and it's this one right here from Swarovski. This is kind of how it looks. It has a bunch of colorful stones, gemstones right here, and 2 of the round pieces have a bunch of Swarovski stones or crystals all over them. This bracelet is one of my absolute favorite pieces because as someone who wears mostly neutral colors, it brings interest to my outfit and I just really enjoy wearing it. I actually love it so much that I got one of my friends a similar iteration of this also from Swarovski that she actually swapped for this. She exchanged it at the store and got this, and I got another one of my friends this one and she loves it too. So now both me and 2 of my friends have this bracelet and I think that we all love it. Then let's talk about a necklace from a brand called Danon. I've had a couple pieces from Danon before, but I was never really interested because it always felt like a huge piece on me because I'm quite petite. I'm wearing their earrings now. I got these as a gift. I didn't buy them myself, but I always felt like everything they made was massive. Their rings absolutely don't fit me because my fingers are way too skinny for the rings, and also their bracelets are huge. They need 2 of my wrists in order for 1 bracelet to fit. It's huge. But I was there and I tried this necklace on. This is how it looks. I'm definitely wearing a chunky sweater now, so it's not gonna look as good as it does when I'm wearing something lighter, but this is how the necklace looks and I just absolutely adore it. It's one of my absolute favorite things that I've ever had in terms of accessories and jewelry, and it's surprisingly very wearable. Although it's definitely a chunkier piece for me, I find it really easy to wear because all of my clothes are quite plain and usually monotoned. So this comes and brings this pop of interest and I just really, really, really adore it. It feels heavy, it feels good quality, and it's been wearing perfectly. I've had it since August, I have to say. I think mid-August, and I just really, really, really like it. Okay, moving on from jewelry, let's talk about shoes. I only bought 2 shoes this year, which I'm going to talk about them today because I thought that I made such excellent shoe choices this year. Let's talk about the first one. Okay, so this one is from a brand called Jeffrey Campbell, and it's the Maria sandal in the color brown. I love brown. Brown is a beautiful neutral color, and I love these shoes so much. This is how they look. Before I start by talking about how much I love the shoes, because if it made its way to this video, then I absolutely do love it. But let me say that Jeffrey Campbell shoes are really, really bigger than I'm used to for the size 36. I'm usually a 35, 36. This feels like a 37. But because it's like it keeps hold of my foot right here on the ankle, and also like on the front, it keeps my foot held quite firmly, so I don't feel very uncomfortable walking in them. I don't feel uncomfortable at all walking in them, but I do notice them being slightly bigger than I'm used to. However, this shoe is extremely comfortable. This like sole area, I don't know what you call it here, feels like a cushion. It feels very, very soft and very, very squishy. And the actual material, I'm not sure if it's leather or not, but the actual material is extremely, extremely soft and very, very well made. It's such high quality, and I just love how it looks. It kind of has like a slight gladiator vibe right at the front, and maybe slightly also the back, because of how it looks. It kind of looks like a bit of a gladiator kind of sandal, but not a traditional overdone gladiator style. I really, really like it, and I love the buckle. Overall, this was such a good shoe purchase. Let's talk about the second one before I show you what it is. Let me just reiterate that it's one of the hardest shoes to break in and have it be comfortable, and it's definitely a learning curve to drive in these. I am a new driver. I already think driving is like an experience that I'm currently still learning as we go. I got my license in September, and it's been not the smoothest experience, but I'm still here, which is something to note. Anyway, the shoes I'm talking about are these from Dr. Martens. These are, I don't know what they're actually called, to be honest with you, but they are incredible. I love, love, love Dr. Martens. This is my second pair of Dr. Martens. I'm actually wearing one as we speak, and I have one on my wish list. I'm kind of thinking about getting it this month. Anyway, this is the patent style. It has a reasonable sole, I think like a rubbery sole, and it's really, really cumbersome getting it in and out. There is no zipper or anything, so you have to actually like lace it up and undo it when you're trying to take them off, and it takes me like 3 minutes to get in and out of these shoes. And that being said, it made its way here. First of all, I think that they are really, 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 really good quality. In my opinion, they're such good quality shoes. I've already loved my pair of Dr. Martens for 2 years and a little bit. 2 years and maybe like 2 years and a month. I've had it for 2 years and a month, and I've been wearing it endlessly. I adore Dr. Martens, and I love the styles. I love how they're like this like industrial chic style. They're kind of like being chic while going to the factory or something like that. They give me this vibe. I love them. And while this definitely has its cons when it comes to comfort at first and driving in these, I have zero regrets. I love them, and I'm willing to go through this learning curve when it comes to driving in these. I love them. I love them. Ah, they're so good. I love them. I love Dr. Martens. Let's talk about bags now. Let's talk about the first one that I purchased out of these two. This year I purchased 4 bags, one of which is already out of my collection, because once I got the other one that I'm going to talk about, the other one was just redundant because the colors were very similar. And each time I wanted to reach for this type of color, I automatically reached for this one. But the second bag purchase that I made this year was for this. This one right here is the Tory Burch Eleanor, I think small. And this bag is absolutely not a bag that gets a lot of wear from me because it's really, really formal. I mean, this chain right here is absolutely not a chain I feel comfortable wearing day in and day out, because I almost feel like it's like a New Year's Eve party chain. It's not something that's easy to wear around. However, for all of my special occasions in 2021, this was my automatic go-to bag. Even I wore it once for like a casual occasion, and it was not a super casual occasion. Like I went to a restaurant with friends, so it was like, okay, I wasn't going to work in this, or like going to walk my dog or something like that. I definitely see this bag as a bag that requires a special type of place and a special type of occasion for me to feel comfortable wearing it. However, all of that being said, I absolutely love and adore this bag. I think it's so gorgeous. I love the color, I love the style, I adore the chain. I mean, the chain was such a selling point for me. Today I was talking to one of my friends about this bag because I got my 4th bag of the year. I know it took forever to ship. Vestiaire Collective, we're having a moment apparently. But this is so pretty. If you want to see my 4th bag of the year, maybe you can subscribe to see me unbox the bag, because I am going to film it shortly after being done with filming this. Anyway, the 3rd bag of the year, and the one that once I had it in my collection, I felt like any other bag in this kind of colorway was redundant, because all I want to reach for when it comes to a camel bag is this. This right here is my Polen numero 8 mini, I think is how you pronounce it, in the color camel with contrast white cream stitching. So perfect. It has a beautiful it has a beautiful adjustable shoulder strap right here. Wait, I'm holding it upside down, but this is how it looks. It has a beautiful detachable strap, and it also has not detachable, adjustable. I wish it was detachable, but to be honest, I don't really care that much. And it has a gorgeous top handle, and look at this structure. It looks absolutely incredible. This bag is so perfect, so beautiful. It looks insane. I absolutely adore it. I wear it so often. Every time I wear it, I feel like I'm the most stylish person in town. This bag is everything. I love it, and the quality. I love Polen now, and like my admiration for Polen has gone from maybe like a 7 to a 10 in just about 3 months, because this quality is insane. For the price, I mean, it's something else. Alright, let's now talk about clothes. Okay, with clothes it's gonna take me a while to get them, so be patient with me. Alright, so the first item of clothing that I'm so obsessed with are these incredible Levi jeans. These are the Levi balloons in this beautiful kind of blue, denim blue sort of shade. And actually, I always used to think that jeans with this like blue jeans with this like mustard contrast stitching were repulsive to me until I bought these. I mean, I'm wearing blue jeans as I'm speaking, but they have like navy blue stitching, so it's not contrasting or anything, but these definitely have a contrast stitching. And at first I used to think that I absolutely hated contrast stitching on jeans, but this pair of jeans is kind of making me question my initial opinion of contrast stitching jeans. But I just love these, and they're so comfortable. Wearing these, I can honestly like sleep in them, no problems at all. They feel extremely comfortable and they fit me perfectly. I only wear a belt with them because I love wearing belts, but they are the only pair of jeans that are not skinny, that fit my premature woman waist perfectly. They're so good, and they're soft, and I'm not sure if they're, yeah, they definitely have a bit of lycra because they're a bit like stretchy, but I love them, and I highly recommend them. I've always wanted a pair of Levi balloons because I love Levi jeans overall. I never expected to love them as much as I do. I kind of want like so many other shades of the Levi balloons. Okay, now to be honest, another one of my goals for 2021 is to explore less fast fashion and more like slow fashion, if that's the correct term. And once May hit, I mean, I couldn't care less what I was buying, so I bought a lot of fast fashion. Some of it was actually an absolute win in terms of how much I wore them and how much I loved wearing them, and actually also the quality. This ribbed top from H&M, which has like these shirred sides right here that you can lace them up to make them more like, you know, shirred, if that's the word. I absolutely love them. I think I have this one, this color. I also have a white one, and I love wearing these, especially because most of the pants that I love wearing, especially in the summer, are more baggy. This, because it's so fitted and so flattering on the top, it gives you such a beautiful figure, and it's so nice. And this color looks good on my skin. I initially like was a bit worried because I always felt like colors like this would make me look pale and sickly, but on the contrary, these are so flattering. This color is absolutely gorgeous on the skin. Next is a pair of actually linen pants from Pull & Bear. I was gonna say something else, but no, they're from Pull & Bear. They are absolutely gorgeous. They're brown, and they have a stunning slit on the side right here, so they go all the way down to your knees if you're as short as I am, and then they have this insane slit. I wore these so much. I basically lived in them in the summer because of the fabric, because of their linen, and because of the color that goes with everything, and also the shoes, the brown shoes that I had. They were perfection. And because I love wearing a ribbed top in the summer and also like in the winter, you're gonna see, they were so perfect for me. I loved them. Okay, let's keep going. Next is this type of turtleneck kind of sweater. It's from a local store called Golf, and it's composed of 60% viscose, I think is how you pronounce it, right? My camera is rude and cut me off while I was talking about the composition of this incredible sweater. It's made of 80% viscose and 20% nylon, so it feels like air, like a feather on my skin. It's absolutely comfortable. I have this in 5 colors. I have this gorgeous like purpley burgundy shade. I have a camel, I have like a grayish blue, I have a black, and I have this creamy color. I love them so much. They're so perfect. And they're like this ribbed style. They're skin tight. They give you a gorgeous flattering figure. I just adore them, and they're not very high on the neck, so they go maybe like up to here, maybe like half a turtleneck. I live in them. Most of my week, I just live in them because I love all of the colors that I have, and I feel like they're so flattering, especially again because I still prefer baggier jeans like mom jeans and balloons and things like that. They're so pretty and so perfect, and the fabric again is incredible. They've been washed countless times, and still to this very day they feel as good as new. I've worn them again, like I keep wearing them because it's like a go-to for me right now. And even my coworkers have started to comment. Even my mother is like, not these shirts again, not them again. But I can't help it, they're so perfect. They're perfect. Okay, last, actually I have one more item. So now let's talk about my next item, which is number 9, which actually it's number 10, but there's gonna be another one that's number 10. They're not like in any order, it's just like how I'm grabbing them, but I think that my 10th one, my other 10th one is kind of missing, so I'm gonna have to talk about it rather than show it. Regardless, I'm gonna talk about a jacket that I got in, a coat actually, that I got in March, and I only really started wearing right now. I got this second-hand coat from Vestiaire Collective. It's from the brand Elizabeth & James. I love it. I'm gonna try to show you how it wears. I'm gonna try to show you how it looks on me. Ooh. Look, I adore this so much. I'm gonna say, not everyone is a fan. It's quite a polarizing item, but as one of my coworkers said, she said that when she first saw it, she hated it. But then as she kept seeing it on me, it just reminded her of me, and it's such a me item. And she's right, it's such a me item. I love this coat so much. Basically, I just really love this piece, and I can't imagine my wardrobe without it. It's my go-to coat. It's one of the most flattering pieces in my opinion, in my eyes. I just love it. It's gorgeous. I love it. Okay, my other 10th item is this linen, is this white linen shirt. It's basically like a button-up linen shirt. I usually roll the sleeve like halfway, like right up to here, a little bit below my elbow, and I just love it. It's from a brand called Network. I have a few other linen pieces from Network, and they're all such good quality. They're all 100% linen and so beautiful. I will say that this, because it's white and it's linen, it's slightly see-through-ish, but I usually wear like a nude bra underneath, and it's just fine. Like if you were to wear any other colored bra, even like if you wore a white bra underneath a top like this, you're definitely gonna see, like, if you right now you can definitely see the hanger, the black hanger right underneath. So just be careful about your undergarments, because unless you're proud of showing your undergarments, which is okay. Like if you are wearing something cool, like a cool bra that you want it to like peek through your clothes, then absolutely fine. But I'm personally not that type of person, so for me, I try to camouflage my undergarments as good as I can, and it's been working fine. Okay, finally, let's talk about my honorable mentions. So I mentioned my top 11, 10, the really 10. And now I think I'm gonna show you my honorable mentions. They're both skirts, and I'm talking about them as honorable mentions because they're such like special occasion skirts that I feel uncomfortable wearing them around, and we're like going to work in them or something like that. Like I would go to a nice restaurant in them, or go to a party in them, but wearing them around in town is just not something I plan on ever doing. So let's start off with the first one, and it's this absolute stunning skirt. Oh, here we go, from Zara. This is how it looks, and as you can see here, there's a little bit of ruching, and right here there's a stunning slit on the side. A slit seems to be really big, or seemed to be really big last year. I hope it carries on because I love how it looks on the body. It's really flattering, and this one is such a flattering skirt for me because I'm short. It goes like almost slightly above my ankles, just ever so slightly, because I'm really short. But I saw it on my cousin who is definitely taller than me, but not by much, and it looked incredibly exquisite on her. What a flattering piece. I love it. And I usually don't really like to wear or to buy pieces that other people have, because while it's okay with me to see other people wearing the same clothes as I do, and I feel flattered because it's like confirming that I have good taste, that other people agree with me and buy the same pieces that I have. But I understand that not everybody is like that, and some people get offended if, let's say, I see them wearing something and then I go and buy it. They're like offended because they want to be the only person like wearing this item, which is not really realistic, but that's how some people think, and I try to respect that. But when I saw this skirt, I couldn't help it. I had to get it. In fact, I didn't even buy it. I went looking for it a lot. Each time I was at the mall and I went to Zara, I went and I searched for it, and for some reason my mother found it and bought it for me, so I'm very grateful. And this is definitely like one of my favorite pieces of the year. Now let's talk about my other skirt, which is definitely much more expensive, and I don't know if I love it more than I love this, but I think I'm gonna say that I love it slightly more because it's more unique. Let me show you. Okay. You're gonna need to go to my Instagram to see it properly on, because it looks really confusing when I show it to you right now. This is how it looks. It's confusing. You're gonna have to go to my... Oh, I dropped a bag. As I said, it looks confusing. It doesn't look like a piece of clothing. It looks like a something for sure. But you're gonna have to go to my Instagram to see it. It's from the brand Crosby, right? Yes, and I have it in the size extra small because, as I said, I have a premature woman waist. It is what it is, but I just love it. So the way you wear it is here. There's like this buckle right here, not a buckle, like a button, and then the zipper. It exposes the zipper that you zip all the way down, and you then button it back up like that. And it's like this asymmetrical, magical piece. It's so gorgeous. I only wore it once, I think. But that being said, I couldn't not mention it in this video. I just couldn't. It's like a monumental piece of clothing in my wardrobe, because it's something that I always steered away and tried not to buy, because with statement things, you might end up wearing it once, and then because everybody's seen you wearing it, it's like old news, and it's like, oh, you're wearing that weird skirt again. But I honestly, like, I wish I could wear it for each and every special occasions, for each and every outing in the summer, because this is a very summery piece. It's so perfect. I love it. Honestly, wow, what a piece. So while 2021 didn't go as good as I planned in terms of me sticking to things that I wanted to develop, like in terms of my shopping habits, That being said, clearly I bought some sickening pieces that I love and adore, and I had to share them with you. I also want to share with you the bag that I purchased in December that only arrived now, but that's gonna have to be in one of the next videos. So stay tuned and subscribe so you can see the next video and the one after and the one after and the one after, because hey, my content is bomb. You want to stick around for that. That being said, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. I would love to know some of your favorite items that you bought, and I would love to know your opinion of the things that I bought. And I would also really like to know if you are a linen type of person, because I love linen. Now that I have a few linen pieces in my wardrobe, I just want to grow my linen collection even more and more. Maybe get like a beautiful linen dress in the summer. There's one from Etsy that I'm definitely gonna buy, like maybe around April time or May time. This might be like the one item that I buy, in the one item of clothing that I buy. I'm planning on buying like 12 items of clothing, 12 accessories, so that's covering jewelry, shoes, and bags. I'm also planning on buying 12 items of makeup. So yeah, I think that this year is gonna, I hope that I teach myself the lesson that the world's issues don't mean that mine are any less important. Just because the world is dealing with bigger issues than I am doesn't mean that I should completely like overlook my goals, my personal struggles and things like that. Anyways, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you soon.